Go.
Today I'm here to explain the formation of galaxies. By definition, a galaxy is a structure of stars, stellar remnants, interstellar gas, dust, dark matter, and in some cases, planetary systems, all of which orbit around a center mass. Galaxies are known to hold nebulae, clouds, black holes, and stars in the numbers of millions all the way up to hundreds of trillions. The process by which a galaxy forms takes several millions of years, and there are some galaxies that date back almost as far as time itself. The word galaxy is derived from the Greek term galaxias, meaning milky, which is where the name of our own galaxy comes from. The term Milky Way was first used in 5th century BC by Greek philosopher Democritus while observing a bright band in the night sky. The idea that multiple galaxies existed wasn't introduced until the year 964 by Persian astronomer Abd el-Rahman el-Sufi after he was successfully able to observe what is now known as the Andromeda Galaxy. Over the next several hundred years, several theories were proposed about what exactly our galaxy was composed of, but it wasn't until 1610 when Galileo was able to use a telescope to determine that our galaxy was made of several other stars like our own. The first idea of the Milky Way galaxy being a spiral disk of stars held together by gravity was introduced by German philosopher Immanuel Kant in 1755. Research of galaxies has continued to this day, with new information and discoveries being developed quite frequently. The earliest formation of galaxies dates back to the Big Bang, which many theorize is the birth of our universe. It is theorized that shortly after the Big Bang, large quantities of ionized gas and space dust were propelled across vast distances into space. The formation of a galaxy such as our own Milky Way, also known as a spiral galaxy, is still a very debated issue even today, although there is a basic understanding as to how this process happens. The key properties of a spiral galaxy are that they are thin, rotate rapidly around a central galactic mass, and often show a spiral structure. The two most important key factors in the formation of a galaxy is gas and gravity. When gas collects in a large quantity, the atoms of that particular gas begin to interact with one another. As interaction progresses, heat begins to form. As heat begins to build, the gas begins to contract, allowing it to rotate faster until the final result is a thin rotating disk. However, this is just the beginning of what we know today as our galaxy. The rotation and heating of interstellar gases can oftentimes form molecular clouds, sometimes referred to as stellar nurseries. When molecular clouds become too big, the gas loses the sufficient amount of pressure to sustain the cloud, forcing the cloud to undergo gravitational collapse, giving birth to a star such as our own sun. This is a never-ending process in galaxies, which accounts for the vast amount of stars that exist in galaxies such as our own. However, our sun is not the only star in the universe. There are actually an estimated 200 billion stars in our galaxy alone, some galaxies containing several trillion. These stars range in size from red dwarfs, roughly half the size of the planet Jupiter, all the way to red hypergiants, roughly 250 times the mass of our own sun. Both stars are not